Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the ultimate Scum 1.1 review on the 3rd of October 2025. Now, who am I to give the ultimate review on a big game like Scum? Well, my name's Luthais. I've been covering Scum since 2028. I went full on into Scum in 0.5, like I played it every day of my life. And I'm playing Scum full-time on YouTube. I'm a full-time content creator. I'm 45 years old. I edited DOS 6.22 files when I was 6 years old. I edited the autoexec.bat files, the config.sys files, although most of you won't know what I'm talking about. And yes, I've been playing survival games forever. I was crazy about Sierra games like Space Quest and Police Quest and King's Quest and Larry Shoot Larry. Okay, I just loved, even as a 6-year-old, I loved figuring things out. I never watched walkthroughs. I never watched the cheat sheets. You know, I figured out what I must type in all of those Sierra games, and I absolutely loved it. And then later on in life, you know, I got lost with Diablo games and, you know, the normal games that we all loved. And then around about my 30s, I discovered Miscreated, which was a survival game, and now Scum. And the reason that I can give the ultimate review on Scum is because I've got 10,000 hours in Scum. But not only that, it's what I've done with my 10,000 hours. Most of my 10,000 hours went into research, helping everyone in the community, figuring things out, and mastering every single aspect of the game. I am a jack of all trades. I can do everything in the game better than most, but I'm not the best at anything, okay? I'm just the best at having fun. So if that isn't enough of a pedigree to you, I also won the first Scum Showdown event, which was an event where all the content creators were put up against each other in teams of 5v5, and we won that event, and I gave my team the name the Goof Troop, okay? So I am known as the OG. A lot of people call me the Guru. Other people call me the Bow Pro. And yes, I love this game. I don't play this game for views. I don't play this game for money. I don't buy subscribers. I don't buy views, although 90% of the content creators do. And I'm just here to let you have fun. And I can honestly say, as God is my witness, this is the best survival game on the planet. Okay? It's had its problems. But today, the 3rd of October, 2025, this will be the best experience you will ever have in your life in a survival game. It's got a very big learning curve, but I will help you to figure everything out. And knowledge is power in this game. And I've got a ton of knowledge, thousands and thousands of hours of research. And now I'm going to show you just what they added in the latest update, which was the Q3 update. So if you think Daisy or anything else is cool, tell me if you can drive a cruiser in other survival games. Tell me if you can drive a quad in other survival games with the best driving mechanics in any survival game. I challenge you to give me any other game that has more realistic, more immersive driving mechanics than Scum. Okay? I'll wait for your answer in the chat down below, you know, in the comment section down below. We've got Ragers, we've got Likers, we've got planes, we've got seaplanes where you can land on the ocean. And if you think this quad looks cool, we've got modular vehicles. And you can turn this civilian quad that your kids like driving to a quad that daddy likes driving. And this is the quad that I drive. You can literally turn that quad into this quad with a military body, spikes on the front, armor on the front, storage at the back. Okay? Awesome piece of machinery. The vehicles are by far a 20 out of 10 when it comes to Scum as a survival game. Then, with the newest update, we got base building upgrades. Now, I'm going to show you what you can do with your base if you don't buy the DLC. That is a whopping $10, okay? I think it will break your bank account. Like, the amount of food that you can buy for $10 is insane. You can feed your family for a year with $10, okay? So the DLC is extremely expensive, and, you know, like, it's going to be a very difficult decision for you to support them with $10 so that they can pay their salaries, feed their families, and be passionate about doing more updates like this one. So if you want to know what your $10 will give you in one update, now you're going to pay more than $10 if you buy Scum and all the DLCs, but not all the DLCs are necessary. You can buy Scum for 50% off at the moment. Like, you can buy Scum for $25 now, and you get a game that I've spent 10,000 hours in, okay? And then whether you buy the DLCs or you don't buy the DLCs, that's completely up to you. I bought all the DLCs, but you can ask my community. I hardly ever use the DLCs, okay? So this is what your base can look like without DLCs, without the new baseball DLC. We've got very comfortable chairs here with cushions on them. We've got nice rugs, okay? We've got weapon stands. This is a wushu spear. This is your first spear that you usually start with to conquer the world. This is AWM sniper rifle. This is the old OG Hunter 85 sniper rifle. That's very weak, but still fun. And here I've got my rack with my Vendi's katana, gold katana. I've got a Desert Camo M82. I've got a Scar L with a spectral scope. I've got a Scar DMR with the Dragunov scope. Okay, I've got 2 large generators, and this is what they've added. Okay, so the chair isn't new, the table isn't new. These kitchen cupboards are new. I'm a carpenter before I became a full-time content creator, so these are very, very nice. They snap. You can see there's no gaps, okay, in the Volmica top. Any carpenter will know what I mean by a Volmica top, but in any case, that's just a woodworking joke there. And then every cabinet, you can put loot inside, okay? Every single cabinet, you can put loot inside. This is a new portable oven that the community asked for, and they gave it to us. You can put bread in your oven, and you can put a pan here and a pot on top to make eggs in the pot and make coffee, or eggs in the pan and coffee on the pot. Here's a whole cupboard for you. And then here is shelving for your chests. But in any case, so this is what your base can look like. Now we've got gas lamps. We have got improvised electrical lamps. And I'm just going to set the time to midnight to showcase to you how beautiful this looks. Okay, so now it's pitch black. I just have to find the light. There we go. Turn it on. Okay, as you can see, the lights are quite strong. The gas lamps are not that strong. Okay, but the gas lamps give you a very, very warm feeling. Okay, very, very warm lighting. These are probably the weakest ones. You know, they just light up the wall. Yeah, but it's perfect for kitchen counters. Get that warm, soft feeling. And I just want to light up the rest of the gas lamps here as well. Okay. And that's what it looks like, guys. Okay, that's the base building part. Now, if you buy the DLC, then this is what your base will look like. I know I've got ones on the roof here. They almost look like downlights, you know, like you can't see the base of the light, so they look like downlights on kitchen cabinets when cabinet makers put the light inside the board so that you can only see the bottom part, which is really, 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 really nice. Okay, so that's all of them, and that's what your base looks like with the DLC. So again, this is normal, this is normal. I'll put a complaint in by the developers because I would love a premium table and a premium chair. but these are the animals that you can hunt. We call them the big four. It's almost like the big five in South Africa. I'm from South Africa. It's almost like the big five, but the fifth one is outside. Okay, the fifth one is usually the guy that you kill the most. In my case, it's Avenger. Someone else that plays Scum a lot. I'll just put his head outside. You know, and I'll put his head inside so I can be reminded of how many times I've killed him and how many times he's killed me. Okay, then as a premium OG of Scum, I've got the Tang Dao Black Dragon, which is a nicer sword for me than the katana. I've got the engraved AK-47 with a red dot scope. I've got the pitch black M82 with an M82 scope. I've got the AWM green with a ghillie over it. That makes it look really cool. And then I've got a VHS BG grenade launcher to blow up vehicles if they want to drive over me. Personally, I don't like animal rugs. I would like normal rugs, you know, like standard rugs that's not made out of animals, but I'm still showcasing it to you guys. So this is what the rugs look like. Put a little snowman over here. I know you guys think he must melt, but this is a futuristic game. We're on an island with a Tech 1 company that makes monsters with phoenix tears in them so that they can't die, with razors and babies on their backs. So, you know, it's easy to just make sure that one can't melt. Then I've got my premium chairs here. You remember the normal chairs there with the cushions on them? I've got my premium leather couches here. Okay, and then this isn't a DLC item. You can just make a bigger shelf, and you can see that they snapped. There's no way in my life that I can line up all these chests like this. Okay, you can see all the metal chests snapped. You know, very beautiful cupboards. I can open them up like the others. There is a little bit of a gap here, which I'll take up with the developers. I don't like gaps in my marble. This looks like a marble top for the cabinet makers. Okay, this is solid, very expensive marble top. And I can understand that gap, but you can make that look better as a cabinet maker. But in any case. And then here I've got the brick oven instead of that other oven. And you can actually see where I can put the pan and the pot. And then if I bake a bread, the pot that my bread will be in looks a little bit nicer. And I've even got my own little heat gauge here. Okay, so that is the base building. That's the Q3 update, which is not even the final one. The final Q4 update happens in December. Now, why do I want you to buy Scum right now? Because I've played Scum since 2018. The best moments I had in Scum was before they brought traders into the game, where you had to respawn with fame, and everything you did in the game gave you fame. So that was my most magical memory. We had the old puppet system where they spawned, you know, all around a town, and it looked really, really cool. And then we didn't have traders, and we got fame for everything we did, and we respawned with fame. That was the best memory in Scum I've ever had. That has officially been replaced by a mile by Scum 1.1. Because puppets, in my personal opinion, this is my personal opinion, you can hate in the comments if you want to. I love the old puppet system just like most of the Scum players. But in my personal opinion, this new system, where the puppets are spawning very, very far away, is better for system performance and great for immersion. And I will demonstrate that to you live very, very, very soon. Okay? So, let's put the time back to 12 o'clock. And let me show you guys the coolest spray can I've ever seen in my life. Okay? In any survival game. Like, this is what puts Gamepires apart from any other developer. This is my driving skill, guys. That's why I couldn't start the car, okay? My driving skill is very low. Everything you do in this game, you've got strength, constitution, dexterity, intelligence, every attribute. Those are your 4 attributes. Every attribute has got skills connected to it. Nothing you do in this game is a waste of time. Nothing you do in this game is a waste of time. Okay, so here we've got the standard Rager that you can buy from the trader or steal from someone or find in the world and build up. Because it's modular, you can strip this entire car. Okay, So, if you take this paint can, this paint spray, you can put 4 paint cans on it, okay? And then you can say what pattern you want to paint on this car. It used to take very long before 1.1, but with 1.1, it's a blessing that excites me beyond belief. So I'm going to use my first paint, and then I'm going to check what pattern I like. And I've got all the DLCs, so I'll probably have a few more patterns than other people. Not a lot, but a few more patterns than other people. So I like that one. Okay, so I'm going to choose that one. Now I'm going to choose the second color. I'm going to go with that one. Then I'm going to choose the third color. I'm going to choose that one. And now I take the other color. Not crazy. It's nice, but I'm not crazy about it. So I'm going to switch it a bit. I'm just going to switch it a bit. Make that there, make that there. Okay. Make that one brown. Okay, that looks more army. That looks more army. Okay. I'm not the best painter in the world, guys. There are people in the community that are professionals, like my friend Mike. But yeah, this is my attempt. Okay, so now I can see the pattern. I'm going to go for that pattern. Okay. Then I'm going to close. You can do base building, vehicles, and weapons. Now, when I go to the car, I just go hold F and I say paint what I just set on the paint sprayer. And bam, baby, there we go. If your mind isn't blown yet, don't worry, I'll blow your mind very, very soon. Okay, tell me what other survival game you can do this in. Please, challenge me in the comments. Oh, survival pros. I know I'm the first and only OG that won the showdown event. But please tell me. Please challenge me in the comments. What other survival game is this badass? And all this is new, guys. All this is one update. One update. Okay. That is one item. One item that they added to the game. Except for the base building. Okay? Now let me show you how the puppet spawn system and the NPC spawn system is completely fixed. I'm going to quickly drive to a place where there are puppets and NPCs, but I'm going to take my guns with me. So I'm going to kill puppets. I usually use my AK. Okay, I put my... Okay, that's a new military tomahawk that we got in the game, but I don't really care about the tomahawk at the moment. So I'm going to put the AK on my back, and then I'm going to take the AWM green. Okay? Just to kill them really, really quickly. Okay, so here we go. I've got tactical armor on. I've got the flashbang and the tear gas. I just have to get the respirator again. Okay, so that the tear gas doesn't hurt me, only hurts him. And now the spawning will work correctly. Okay. Just come on the road. Let me just stand on the road. Okay. So let's get that NPC into existence. Now, first thing you can do with an NPC is make him limp. Like that. Okay? Limping. Now he's limping. And now he's going to be blinded. He's not shooting at me anymore. Okay? Because he's blinded. You guys can see he's blinded. Okay? And now I'm going to throw this, the tear gas, because it's not going to affect me. I'm going to throw another tear gas, just to make sure it affects him or her. I'm gonna take Phoenix stairs, yeah? Okay, really, really, really cool mechanics. And then they've got a 40% chance to drop their weapon. You can see the tear gas already affected him, guys. Yes, I threw a flashbang again, but you guys can see the tear gas already affected him, okay? So he's immobilized because of the tear gas. So a lot of tactical gameplay that can happen, okay? When they're inside of houses or inside of rooms. NPCs are fantastic, guys. Better than ever. Like I say, they spawn from 100, 200 meters away. It's really, really immersive. I know those NPCs spawned quite close to me, okay? But we're definitely moving in the right direction. If you guys watch I know you guys can't watch the whole 10-hour stream from yesterday, but if you go watch the 10-hour stream from yesterday, you just skip to where I'm at the gas station, you will see all the puppets and all the NPCs spawn in at about 400 meters, 300 to 400 meters, okay? They were quite far away from me. So I guess I'm at least 300 meters away, okay? And they didn't know about me. I shot at them. I was too far away from them. They don't even know about me. So a lot of tactical gameplay comes into the game. So the puppet spawn system is better, in my opinion, than it ever was. I don't care what anyone says. I've been here from the start. The NPCs are only getting better and better. You know, they are very dangerous, but now you can really use tactical gameplay against them. You can snipe them. You can snipe puppets. You can use armor. You can use phoenix tears. You can use 1,000 different things that this game gives you to improve your chances. Just like I beat the best PvP team with brains, okay, and tactics, and my son's skill and my team's skill. But in any case, and yeah, guys, it's the most beautiful game out there. It's the most beautiful game out there, okay? And it's not finished. It's in 1.1. So in December, the quarter 4 update's going to come out. Then we're going to get super soldiers that drop out of dropships. Yes, there's dropships, cool dropships in the game. And we're going to get wild hunters, like, you know, big Arnold Schwarzenegger looking mutant creatures in the forest that can slap your head off with an axe. That probably lives in caves. This game's just going to get better and better, guys. The update has got the least amount of bugs I've ever seen out of any update. Tomislav, that I feel was a weight on the company, or, you know, he wasn't happy anymore. The negativity's out of the company. Everyone in the company is excited for the future, and let's support them. So go buy Scum, buy the DLC, and yes, I've shown you all the exciting things. There are flus, you know, you can sneeze, you can get sick if you don't know how to use antibiotics and you don't know how to increase your immune system. But if you watch my guides, you will never struggle with any of these things, okay? Because then you'll have knowledge of the entire game. So I'll leave a few of my best tips videos at the end of the video. And if you enjoyed this video, click the like button. If you agree with me, click the like button. If you like Scum, click the like button. If you think Scum is the best survival game on the planet, click the like button. And if you don't want to click the like button, at least tell me what you don't agree with. Okay? Talk to me in the comments down below. Let's have a discussion. I answer every one of my comments. Not one of my subscribers are bots. Not one of my viewers are bots. I'm a purist. Let's have a discussion. Cheers, guys. I'll maybe show you what it looks like when you get sick. This blew my mind. This blew my mind. This blew my mind. Look there, look there, look there. There's a puppet, there's a puppet. Let's range find it. Hold my okay, let's range find it. A puppet just spawned in. That's 100 meters away, guys. More than 100 meters away. That's 120 meters away, okay? That a puppet just spawned in. Yeah, guys, Scum is great again. Come play it. Come and play. Look at the lighting. Look at the lighting inside the room. Look at the lighting inside the room. It's bloody awesome. Scum is awesome. Play it now. Buy the DLC. Buy Scum. This is a review. What is my score for Scum in version 1.1? A badass stamp of approval. I think it's Angry Joe that does that. Badass stamp of approval. 20 out of 10. And it's only going to get better. Okay, it's only going to get better. You buy the game now. It's the best survival experience on the planet. And at the end of the year, it will blow your frigging mind. And the developers have asked me to set up a document to help them improve the game. They need people, they need content creators to express what the community wants. And if they take any of my advice, this game will make billions of dollars. Billions and billions and billions of dollars. I'm Luthais, guys, the OG, the guru, the Bow Pro, the first and only, first ever Scum Showdown winner with the team that I picked. And my 3 friends and my son was part of that team. That's why I can tell you to play Scum, because I have got more experience than anyone else. If you want guides, this is the #1 place on the entire planet to get information about this game. Just a quick little final note, ladies and gentlemen. They revamped all the armor and bullet penetration in the game. I cannot really tell you how great it is in a review video. So I'm going to make a separate video explaining to you guys in detail how realistic armor works now. Car armor, walls, doors, bullet penetration, everything that has to do with bullet penetration and armor works realistically now. Okay, so they've upgraded that to the next level, which increased the immersion tenfold. But that deserves its own video. And then if you're new to Scum, or if you've played Scum for years and you can't find a server that really challenges you or really gives you the experience that you need, I have created a new server. It's called Supermax Island. That's what the original island's name is in the lore of Scum. So the server's name is Supermax Island. It is whitelisted. You have to talk to me in Discord so I can, make sure you're secure. The server security will be 10 times higher than any of my other servers. It is whitelist only. I have to make sure you're okay, or that you're not a toxic player, or that you're not connected to any toxic people. And yeah, it's my love letter to my community. It's my masterpiece. I've spent 100 hours on the server, and I've never enjoyed myself so much in Scum in my life. Everything is perfectly balanced. I will never give the server settings away because I spent 100 hours on the server settings. Come and join the Discord, apply to play on the server, and then you tell me if you've ever in your life had more fun or have been more immersed or felt more rewarded on a Scum server. And that's what the map looks like. Okay, the colors are connected to how safe the sectors are. So, and the map is built anywhere. You can build anywhere except for zones. Okay, so green zones are safe, blue zones are normal, red zones are dangerous, purple zones are radiation or gas stations. Okay, and I might change the traders' colors. I don't know, maybe new players don't exactly know where traders are, so I might change the trader colors. But yeah, I'm definitely going to make more guides on this update to explain to you guys how to use the new features to your advantage. You'll never fear NPCs again when you watch my upcoming NPC guide or NPC tactical guide, and you'll really understand how armor works when I make my new armor, in-depth armor guide. and bullet penetration guide. So if that sounds interesting to you, click the subscribe button, click that bell button, and welcome to the greatest community and game on the planet. Cheers.